It's gone. All the way out to the lake, it's gone. He's in there, I know he is. Wake up, Jimmy. It's time to go home. And there's a coyote in the bushes right there. He's right there. They were waiting for the big guy to fall down so they could have a tasty meal with plenty of leftovers. Come on. "140 feet. This is Lake Mead Marina. And by next month, they're supposed to push this out 140 feet. You can see the heavy equipment tracks from them working out here to push it out. And I would imagine these cables right here have something to do with when they pull it back, or how they anchor it to the land, maybe hold it in. But I know that there's big concrete blocks that hold all this stuff in place underwater, but it's getting bad. You're not going to see it on camera, but as we were coming down the hill into here, there's little bits of land popping up through the lake over there, around over there. And the World War II boat that I found is just on the other side of those hills right here. Sorry, it's probably going in and out. There's a Rosie walking down the walkway. Are you watching the baby duck, babe? Why would she do?
She's not letting the baby have any.
Oh, that baby will be just fine. Look at all the minnows in there. Can't see it on the camera, but there's a whole pool of minnows swimming all around through here. At least I don't think you can see it on the camera. Might help if I adjusted exposure. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of them swimming in there. They swim faster than I can walk. Now, how many hundreds of thousands of dollars do you think this thing cost? That's a gigantic party houseboat right there. Holy shit. It's got levels. We're in my favorite spot to stop when we come out and do lake videos. But we're not here to do a food review, even though I love this restaurant. We're here to talk about Lake Mead and the water levels, because it's dropping faster now than it ever did before, according to what all the experts are saying. My original Lake Mead, or my last Lake Mead review that I did, for farthest one out, was in January of 2025. And from there until March 31st, 2026, we'd only dropped 3 feet. So that's a year and 2 months. From March 31st until today, we've dropped 8. So we've dropped almost 3 times as much in a month and a half as we did in a year and 2 months. The math isn't mathing what's going on. The scribblings of a mad woman right here. But this is how we're figuring it all out. Every single one of my Lake Mead videos, I show the lake level. May 11th, 2026, 109 degrees is the high today. Lake level is 105.4.27. And we verify it through Google. Now Google shows us being a little bit lower than what the sign says outside the restaurant here. We always go off of what Lake Mead reports as the lake level, and not Google, because Google's not at her with a damn ruler. Look at that salad Rosie ordered. That looks amazing. She's a mad woman, I tell you. I'm waiting for that ranch to drip. It's gonna drip any second. Drippity, drippity, drip. Totally not a food review. Just thought you should know. Lunch was good, but again, like I said, I didn't come out here to do a food review. I came out here to show you the lake. Now I've shown you these before, but I think it's prevalent now again. This right here was the Lake Mead waterline in 2018, 8 years ago. And that's where the lake sits today. That is a ton of water. The white line you see around the mountain there is called the bathtub ring. And right now we are 175 feet below full pool. And full pool is 1,229 feet. They don't call this Boulder Beach for nothing. It smells like low tide out here and it's not even an ocean. We do have seagulls though. Dead pool for Lake Mead is 895 feet. We're not quite there yet, even though people are screaming we're getting close. You see that structure right there up on that hill? When Rosie and I were growing up, that was underwater. You could not see that. Divers would dive down to it and swim around and stuff, but yeah, we didn't even know it was there. Essentially, I'm driving right now what would have been underwater when I was 15 years old. And probably when I was 20 years old.
Jimmy, is it you?
I think Jimmy Hoffa's in there. I think he's in there. This is one of our RV park campgrounds right here. And I see people in tents over there in 109 degrees. I passed them a second ago. I can't see them on the camera because they're back behind us. Oh, no, there's a tent right there. I don't know if you can see it or not because I'm holding this with my left hand while I drive. There are people still utilizing the campgrounds. These ones at least, by the water. It's gone. All the way out to the lake, it's gone. And it's only a matter of days before all that green right there is completely dried up and it's cracked earth. Just about a month and a half ago, I was here and there were ducks swimming through here and there were people fishing from right there. And it's all completely gone now. All this vegetation right here, that'll all be gone in the next month. It'll dry up to nothing. You can see right here, these lines on the ground. This is the edge of where the water was, right here, the last time I walked down here. And you can see the mud that has washed up right here onto the boat ramp. It's all cracked. I don't know if those are dog prints or coyote prints right there. Somebody was either walking their dog or there's coyotes. There's lots of coyotes out here. They were tracking me when I found the World War II boat. I had somebody watching me from their houseboat and she told me. They were waiting for the big guy to fall down so they could have a tasty meal with plenty of leftovers. Just kind of got to watch for any snakes that might have made their home out here right now. I don't feel like getting too close to one. I really don't. It's right over here, right on the other side of all this growth. I know it is. Jimmy Hoffa. He's in there, I know he is. Wake up, Jimmy. It's time to go home. You know how many times I've seen this now? Come up, go down, come up, go down. And it's still here in the same place. And there's another one right over there somewhere. I saw it when I was walking over, and there's a coyote in the bushes right there. He's right there. There he goes. I see him. He's hiding from me. I don't think he wants to hurt me. I think he's just looking for his ball. Typically, coyotes don't mess with human beings, but I guess that all depends on how hungry they might be and how weak the person is that they're trailing or hunting, as it were. He was totally watching me. I hope I caught him on camera. I won't know until I get home and start editing this. But I saw him watching me from right about the middle. There's like a little opening in there. And he was standing right in there. Damn, it's hot out here. Here's one of those cables again. I don't know if they have anything to do with the marinas. I really don't, but there was one of these over at Hemingway. I thought that's what they were for. I'm not a marine engineer. I don't know. I don't know. It's on a trailer, but it has air in the tires, unless they just put the tires on it to get it over here. These are all the boats that they've, not all of them. These are some of the boats that they've pulled out of Lake Mead and off the hills and The sailboat looks like it's totally or salvageable, turn into something else. And that yellow boat was on one of the hills, and then just pieces. Some of these we've actually been up to with the cameras, some of them we haven't. That says Wesley's Cove on that boat. And then just parts and pieces of everything that they've pulled out of here. Lake Mead is beautiful. It's a shame that we're losing it so fast. Made the first national recreation area in the United States, and the biggest in 1964 by Congress. And then you got jackasses that come out here and leave their brake rotors and trash and shit everywhere. And no, I can't pick them up and take them out of here. There's a strict rule at Lake Mead that says you cannot pick things up and take it out of the lake. Even if it's trash, you have to leave it behind. And it's really shitty because you have this and this. People just don't care. That's why we can't have good things. You got a family over there fishing. But it is. Lake Mead is a very, very beautiful, beautiful lake.
It's not a hawk, is it?
There's a boat cruising right along right there, one of those pontoon boats. There was another boat up on the side of the hill over there. So those boats that we've seen over by Boulder Harbor are the boats they pulled off these hills. So Deadpool's 895. We're only 195 feet from that level right now. So if we keep dropping at the rate we're dropping right now, we will reach Deadpool in just a little over a year and a week or two. That's pretty scary. That means we're in big trouble. So if you were out here at Deanna's Cove or Deanna's Cove or Horseshoe Cove or wherever the hell I am right now, and you left all your bags of trash here,
You're an asshole.
you're scum. And your brake rotors. Jerk
You're
off.
an asshole times 2.
You can drive off the cliff. Yeah, no, I don't want to die. It was a little bit of a bumpy ride to get in here, though. I'm so glad that we have a four-wheel drive truck now. So it makes these little adventures a lot easier on us. Is there? This used to be Las Vegas Bay. Well, it's still Las Vegas Bay. It's just Las Vegas Bay without any water. There's a boat launch over there and everything. That was all water out there. Lots of families out here on weekends. Camping, barbecuing. Now it's just like a barren wasteland. It's all still here, minus the people. I'd still utilize it. Perfectly good barbecue right here. Now that you can see it when I do that. Normally we get 7.48 million acre feet of water from Glen Canyon Dam every year. That's our allotment. But now they're trying to bring Lake Powell up 54 feet. So the Bureau of Reclamation lowered our 7.48 million to 6 million. And that threw Arizona, California, and Nevada into a water conservation emergency. But even with that, they are saying that Lake Mead might not be savable. Let me rephrase that. It might not be recoverable. I believe that's how they put it. I don't have an internet connection out here to double check exactly how they said it. And that's why I say we're in deep shit, because we are. Now where I came from up there is all part of Las Vegas Bay. This right here is the Las Vegas Wash, or part of the Las Vegas Wash. There's going to be a lot of wildlife in this area because this is a great water source for them, but this is how Vegas gets water out to the lake. We capture the runoff from the rainstorms, and wherever else this is coming from in the valley comes down through the wash and into the lake. Look at all the vegetation around it. Looks like a freaking river, don't it? This is the kind of area you find snakes. Don't stand here too long. Plus, The edge right here, if you look right here, that's a sharp edge, so don't get too close because I could be down there. Be like Wile E. Coyote. I don't need that. Look at that. It's like our own little Monument Valley right there. And that all used to be underwater. Matter of fact, that was formed by, well, erosion, water and wind. But that was all underwater. Rosie and I were born here. And when we used to come out here, this was all underwater. And we did come to the, my mom wasn't a fan of the lake, but we did come to the lake quite a bit. It's just sad to see what's happening to it now. And now I'm gonna stay on top of it. It's been a while since I committed to an update of the lake, but I'm on it now. And as long as it keeps dropping like it is, we're gonna keep coming out here and updating it. It's sad, it really is. I hope we figure this out. I hope there's a way to figure it out. I mean, I don't see it. I really don't. But that's the video for today. Hope you guys liked it. Like I said, I'll be out here to update and update and update. I'm just kind of beside myself right now looking at everything that's going on out here. So I didn't believe it when they said it on the news. I'm like, I was just out there and was only down 3 feet for a year. And then I come out here to find out it went down 8 feet in a month and a half. Whereas the previous year was only 3 feet. That's very, very substantial. Over a 95-mile lake, 195 miles, something like that. It's either 95 or 195 or 100 something. It's a lot. I'll have to look it up. I'll put it on the bottom down here. Anyway, guys, I'll keep you updated. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video.
Well, there ain't even anybody out here.
No, I know, and this guy's like right on me. He's throwing his arms up in the air like, why? Because it's 15, dickhead, yeah. Just somebody in a hurry. Sorry, guys. Didn't realize I was recording all that.